Welcome to the second year English, the course Computer Applications. This lecture starts from page 189 up to page 200. This course is presented by Dr. Fايد. Chapter 5. Applications of certainty and risk decision. Several ways are described to analyze problems in different circumstances, including certainty and uncertainty and risk. Excel is an incredible tool used by majority of organizations for their data analysis requirements. After finishing this lecture, students should be able to learn the following topics: steps in solving a problem, the main elements of a decision, how to construct a payoff matrix, how to make decisions under certainty, how to use expected values to suggest decisions or risk, how to analyze the results. The first topic, the main elements of a decision. The first one is the manager himself or the decision maker. The second, number of alternatives available to the decision maker. Number 3, the aim of choosing the best alternatives. Number 4, after the decision has been made, events occurring over which the decision maker has no control. Each combination of an alternative chosen followed by an event happening leading to an outcome that has some measurable value. Next to the above points, decision alternatives. There is a finite number of decision alternatives available to the decision maker at each point in time when a decision is made. The number and the type of such alternatives may depend on the previous decision made and their outcomes. About the state of natures. The state of natures is an event or scenario that is not under the control. So the state of natures is not under the control of decision makers. For instance, it may be the state of economy, for example, inflation, a weather condition, a political development, the payoff or the payoff matrix. It is a numerical value or outcome obtained due to the application of each possible combinations of decision alternatives and state of natures. The payoff values are always conditional values because of unknown states of nature. The payoffs in most decisions are monetary and are displayed in a matrix form as shown in the following table. And this payoff is called payoff matrix. Have the following form. Given the first column, the products, we have products of type N1 up to NM with fixed cost P1, P2 up to PM, and the different variable cost per units according to the state of natures S1, S2, Sn. So given the variable cost for the state of nature S1, the P another variable cost in case of state of nature S2, and so on. Application 1. A firm manufactures 3 types of products. The fixed and the variable costs are given below. We have 3 types of products, A, B, and C, with a fixed cost for each type. Given the fixed cost for A, $25,000, for B, $35,000, for the product C, $53,000, and the variable cost per each unit for the product A, $12, product B, $9, product C, $7. The likely demand or units of the products is given below. Given the demand in case of poor, moderate, and high, the number of units in case of poor 3,000 units, the number of units in case of moderate 7,000 units, the number of units in case of high 11,000 units. If the sale price of each type of product is $25, then prepare the payoff matrix using Excel. We have to type the above tables into the Excel sheet as in figure 1. You will see, given the product A, B, C with fixed cost and its variable cost. Then given the demand and the units produced in case of poor, moderate, and high. We still have missing value, which is the price of each, the sales price. We have to record or to type the sales price in cell B5. And to create the payoff matrix, let the demand, poor, moderate, and high is denoted by the letters S1, S2, and S3 respectively. And then to calculate the coefficients of the payoff matrix, we have to calculate the profit, since we have sales price and cost. Then the profit matrix in this case will equal to the sales or revenue minus the cost. The cost consists of 2 parts, a variable cost and fixed cost. After entering the sales price $25 in cell P5, you will get the figure sales price, and then we create the payoff matrix 4 as in figure 2. The product type A, B, C, D, all the alternatives, and the state of natures in case of poor, moderate, high, denoted by S1, S2, and S3. So we have to calculate the elements of the matrix. Start from B9, end with D11. To calculate the value or the profit in B9 in case of product A and the state of nature poor, we have to calculate the revenue minus the cost to get a profit. So we have to compute the sales of units A or product A minus its cost. So the payoff matrix sales or revenue minus cost. In this case, this matrix is called profit matrix. So the value or the formula written in B9 will equal to equal sign followed by the sales or revenue of the product A in case of poor minus the total cost. Remember, the sales or revenue will equal to the sales price for each unit written in B5. So B5 is multiplied by the number of units produced, demand in case of poor, written in cell F2. If we go back to figure 1, you will see in case of poor, the product A units is equal 3,000 units, written in cell F2. So the revenue will equal F2 multiplied by the sales price per unit written in B5 minus the cost. The cost consists of two parts, variable cost and fixed cost. The fixed cost in case of product A written in fixed cost written in P2. So in our equations here, P2 is the fixed cost. We still looking for the variable cost. The variable cost consists of the number of units produced in case of poor for the product A, which is written in the cell F2, multiplied by the variable cost of the product A. Let's go to the above table in figure 1. You will see that the variable cost for the product A written in cell C2. Then the variable cost will be equal to F2 multiplied by C2. These equations can be simplified in the following form. By taking F2 as a common variable, you will get F2 multiplied by round brackets. The remainder will be B5 minus C2 minus B2. So finally, we can type straightforward the following equations in cell B9, which is equal to F2 as a fixed cells separated by or preceded, F preceded by $sign and 2 preceded by $sign. So during clicking and dragging cell B9, F2 should be still the same without changing the row and column. So F2 star round brackets B5 as a fixed cell minus C2 round brackets minus B2. Similarly for cell C9. By the same way, to calculate the profit in case of alternatives or state of natures moderate for the same product A. So the same product A, in case of moderates, F3 represent the number of units produced in case of moderate with respect to the product A. So F3 is multiplied by B5 sales price minus the variable cost is still written in C2 of the same product A minus the B2 the fixed cost of the same product A. Similarly, in D9 we have to calculate the profit of the product A in case of alternative high. The alternative high, the number of units produced written in F4, which is multiplied by the sales price B5 minus the variable cost still written in C2 minus the fixed cost in B2. So the three equations are typed in cells B9, C9, D9 respectively. Then clicking and dragging each equations towards the end of the products, you will get the following form. Figure 3 represents the executions of the above formula or equations. To obtain the formula required for the payoff matrix, we have to click the formula in the menu bar, then click show formula to get the above equations. So in our cases, the equation written in P9 by pointing to the autofill until to get a solid cross, then click and drag to calculate for the other products B and C. Remember here that for product B, the number of units in case of poor products still in F2. In case of poor, for the product A, B, C, still F2. The poor number of units produced is still written in F2. And the sales price is still in B5. But the variable cost in case of A is written in C2. But for the variable cost in case of product B, it is written in C3, and the fixed cost for the variable A or the product A is written in B2. Then, but in case of product B, it's written in B3. So by clicking and dragging, the cell C2, it changed into C3, and B2 changed into B3, and in case of C, C3 changed into C4, and B3 changed into B4. But F2 and B5 is still constant by clicking and dragging the autofill. So the reasons that we have to put $sign before F and $sign before 2 to keep F2 constant after clicking and dragging the autofill. Similarly for the cell B5. In case of moderate here, the number of units changed from F2 to become F3. So F2 represents the number of units in case of poor, but the number of units produced in case of moderate is written in F3. So F3 in case of moderate, the same selling price B5, same C2 B2 in case of product A. In case of high, the number of units produced in high is written F4, and still B5 is the sales price minus C2 minus B2. Clicking and dragging the cell C9 up to the end, you will see that C2 B2 changed into C3 B3, then C4 B4. Also by clicking and dragging the cell D9 up to D11, you will see C2 B2 changing into C3 B3 until to reach it to C4 B4. The overall solution of the problem is given in figure 5. Remember, the whole solutions will be in the form products, fixed cost, variable cost for the product A, B, C, and demand and the units in case of poor, moderate, and high. And the creation of the payoff matrix will be in the form product type. Given the product A, B, C, we have three alternatives or three state of natures: poor, moderate, high, which is denoted by S1, S2, and S3. And remember, don't forget to write down the sales price in cell, in our cases B5, which is equal to 25. Then to calculate the element of the matrix, start from B9 end with D11 by the profit formula, which is equal to the revenue minus the cost, as seen in figure 5. Thank you very much. See you next Saturday.